All right, with that, we move on to the second part of our event today. I'm going to leave this to Bimsal Iqbal, co-founder LTech, to carry on.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, Aksa. I would like to take this opportunity to give a shout out and say thank you to all our outreach partners, NIC Karachi, Startup Grind, Ijad Labs, Lahore College for Women University, University of Lahore, Career Counseling Society, FAST, NU, NIC Islamabad. Thank you so much. And from our outreach partner, we have with us NIC Karachi's Sana Shah, who's going to be moderating, who's going to be hosting the next session, which is a fireside chat, 123 launch, a chat with Rocket Women. Over to you, Sana. Thank you.
Thank you, Bemisal. Thank you so much. So as Bemisal mentioned, I'm Sana Shah, Creative and Outreach Manager at National Incubation Center, Karachi. And it's a pleasure for me to host this fireside chat with two wonderful women from the field of STEM. So we have Yumna Majid, founder of Exploration by Yumna, a space education organization, and Dr. Sara Qureshi, CEO and co-founder, Aero Engine Craft. And wow, that's a long introduction. So since our first question is about their interesting journeys, so let's just start with Dr. Sara. And Dr. Sara, are you here? So I don't think Dr. Sara can hear us. So Yumna, if you would like to go first and tell us a little bit about your journey, please.
स्पेस के हवाले से बातें कर सकती. So I wanted to change this thing somehow for the next generation. तो मैंने एक स्पेस अवेयरनेस कैंपेन स्टार्ट की थी when I was 18 years old, पर वो काम बढ़ता गया and now that is a registered organization, that is Exploration by Yumna, which is running as a Pakistani chapter of various international space organizations. और मैं उनका content और उनके projects जो हैं वो पाकिस्तानी बच्चों के साथ to motivate them and to inspire Exploration by Yumna as a Pakistani chapter of those organizations. And I love to talk about space. That's it.
Chale. I think Dr. Sara has also joined us. So Dr. Sara, we've welcome to this fireside chat, and we were just discussing Yumna's journey, that how she decided to get into this field. And since introduction, I was reading your profile, and it's a very interesting profile that you have. So I think you would be the best person to tell us about this. Yumna is back, and I think so is Dr. Sara. आवाज आ रही है आप दोनों को मेरी?
जी बिल्कुल आ रही है.
चल. So Dr. Sara, Yumna ने तो अपना introduction दे दिया था. If we would like you to also tell us a little bit about your journey and how this all started, the wonderful work that you're doing.
Okay. Well, I think I would start. I think I was very focused from my early years at school. और साइंस का ये है कि we had a good exposure of science because लड़कियों के लिए जनरली ये होता है कि उनको साइंस का एक्सपोजर नहीं दिया जाता, या एक जनरल परसेप्शन है that it's very dull and boring and girls who study science are very dry. तो वो इस तरह का एक कॉन्सेप्ट परसेप्शन बिल्डअप हुई हुई है. तो एनीवेज हमारी फैमिली में there were lots of scientists, both my parents were scientists, so I had this exposure to science since a very young age. और उसी की वजह से इंटरेस्ट जनरेट होता है. और फिर एविएशन में तो आपको पता है कि you know when you have these flying shows on Defense Day and all, you get to see these planes and all that. So that's also another area where you know you get the exposure and the interest. So I did my bachelor's in engineering, in mechanical engineering. There I was the only girl student in a class of 60 boys. और वहाँ पे भी at that time they were not allowing girls into mechanical engineering, and I had to really insist and get my way across. After that, I started working because as a mechanical engineer, you're supposed to work in factories, in the industry. I started doing that. I worked for a few years, and side by side, I started learning how to fly a plane. So I got my private pilot license, then I got a scholarship for UK for a master's in aerospace dynamics, which is like the study of the aircraft. वहाँ जब मैं गई तो वहाँ पे you know, when I started doing my masters, you are generally you know, entitled to a few flights. वहाँ पे यूनिवर्सिटी पे एक एयरपोर्ट था, और जब मैंने उनको बताया कि I already have a flying license, so the instructor asked me, what do you want to do? I said I want to spin the aircraft, which is like, you know, flying it upside down, and you know, it has his nose facing the ground and it goes round and round. It's spinning. So he said it's a bit intimidating, but then he taught me all these upside down maneuvers that you see in air shows, which is called acrobatic flying. और वहाँ पे like people used to get very fascinated, and my instructor used to say that it's very strange that a girl like you from Pakistan is doing all this. तो मैं यही कहती थी कि पाकिस्तान कोई गांव तो नहीं है, you know. So anyways, that was a very fascinating experience, and then I think it also had this element of thrill and adventure to it, alongside, you know, this passion for science and engineering and all that. So then I went for a PhD. I started working on my PhD, where this you know, this work that I'm currently doing, which is like developing an environmental friendly aircraft engine, which is called a contrail free aero engine, which is like the first one that is being developed in the world. So this was given to me as a research question. I started working on it during my PhD at the university. And then during my PhD, you know, there was I had a baby daughter, so I had to move back to Pakistan and continue my research here. And then I was helped by my father because it was difficult to carry on such a difficult research, and then, you know, also look after a very young child. So in that process, he came up with 2 inventions, and they were granted as patents on new designs for, you know, contrail-free engines, on new environmental jet engines for aeroplanes. And then while I was, you know, developing the entire engineering model at my university, you know, my professor, my PhD research professor, and other people at the university highlighted that this has a lot of commercial promise, and this work should be taken beyond your PhD. And overall in the university, they were, you know, they were supporting, you know, they were encouraging students to do research which is applied, which can have some global impact, which can have some societal impact, which is like useful for others. So in that context, you know, this work also won a few prizes, student prizes, and I went to a conference in Monaco where they were representing many clean technologies, you know. So initially I had this something in mind that environmental work can never make a commercial company. It's like either you are working for it's a social venture or an environmental venture, or it's a commercial venture. But there I learned that it is possible. People are supporting environmental technologies, and they can also be profitable and make money. So that was one of the, I think, decisive moments where I thought aloud to myself that I'm going to set up my own company and take this work forward. Or otherwise, PhD is such an overwhelming experience कि उस वक्त आपका बस ध्यान ही होता है कि बस PhD हो जाए, इससे जान छूट जाए, ये खत्म हो जाए, मैं पास हो जाऊं. You know, you never think beyond that. But then, these things, it started sinking in. And when I submitted my thesis and I was done with all that, that's when I started exploring options to commercialize and to set up a company. And then there were options in the UK, but I wanted to come back to Pakistan, for a number of reasons. Because I was working with my father, he's based here, my family was based here. And I thought that this is a work that I did as a Pakistani, I've done it. It should be something that should be launched from Pakistan. So I came back to Pakistan in 2017, and in 2018, we set up this company as Pakistan's first aerospace and engine R&D company. Because before this, whatever aerospace you have in Pakistan is just like within the military domain, where the R&D and the research is only for for defense purposes, or you have the operational airlines, but you don't have companies who are designing aeroplanes or who are designing engines. So this, in that context, this is essentially Pakistan's first company. And we also call ourselves Born Global. We are making something for the world, something for the global aviation industry. And one of the biggest compliments that I ever received was when I presented this work abroad to some people who are visiting from abroad, and they said that we've always seen, the developed countries making solutions for the developing world, and this is the first time we've come across, the developing world making a solution for the developed world, because flying is more of a, we don't have that much flying. It's more of a developed world's problem. हम तो ज़मीन से ऊपर ही नहीं देखते ना. We are so into inwards and into the ground. We are very down to earth. So this is my story, and it's been 2.5 years, and we are alhamdulillah a little off track because of COVID, just like everybody else, but we are moving in the right direction. And so let's see when we have a timeline to right now we are making like a small scale version of the engine, and then inshallah once that qualifies testing, then we would build a larger engine for a commercial aircraft, and then that's something we would commercialize or sell the patent to bigger engine manufacturing companies in the world. Because essentially for the commercial flying, we just have 2 companies in the world making 2 or 3 companies in the world making engines for long haul transport aircraft, which is Rolls-Royce and Pratt & Whitney and GE Aviation. And then you have Airbus and Boeing making planes for commercial transport. जो आप ट्रैवल करते हैं तो आपको जहाज या बोइंग मिलता है या एयरबस मिलती है, कभी कोई तीसरा जहाज आपने नहीं देखा होगा. It's either a Boeing or an Airbus. So that's my story. Long and short.
नहीं, that's amazing. And I think आपने जो मेरे अगले 2 सवाल थे उनको भी इसी में कवर कर दिया, which was यही कि the field of astronomy and aerospace is something जिसमें we don't see many women and girls generally, and simply reason ये भी होता है कि नहीं करना. So आपने जो अपना experience बताया and the response you got, I think that's wonderful. So coming back to Yumna, if you would like to add something to this, कि आपने जब ये field choose की, so what was the response that you got, and how has been the experience so far?
Okay, so response first of all तो ये होता है कि pushback मिलता है आपको, because astronomy especially एक ऐसी science है हमारे मुल्क में which don't offer a lot of jobs, astronomy or space technology. So when I was going to schools.
So Dr. Sara, any advice for young girls who want to enter this field? Anything that you want them to be mindful of, या ये steps उनको लेने
I
चाहिए?
think the first thing is that you need to get the right exposure. You cannot dismiss any field जब तक आप उस पे एक्सपोज नहीं होते, बिकॉज तब तक आपको पता नहीं लगता कि आपका इंटरेस्ट है या नहीं है, आपका एप्टीट्यूड है कि नहीं है. Secondly, I always tell students and girls that you must you must be able to identify yourself. You must know what your interests are, what your passions are, what your identity is. It's not that ये इसलिए नहीं करना कि इसका scope नहीं है या उसका scope नहीं है, because scope is something that you can create. And if you opt for a subject or a profession that you have interest in, then you are most likely to excel, and you're likely to excel against a lot of odds, right? और दूसरा ये है कि it's important to have like जो हमारे यहाँ नहीं होता कि we are very single tracked. We are not into multitasking. We don't focus on dynamic personalities. तो उसकी वजह से ये होता है कि when you're just focused on your studies, you're able to manage because you have a single focus. But in a professional life and in a practical life, when you have other family responsibilities, then it becomes very difficult, because then you think that you can either do this or you can either do that. So इसलिए शुरू से you try to have a well-rounded personality. That's something that always helps. And it's always good to involve your family and your children and anybody around you into your work, because that way, one, well, they're a big support. Secondly, when they understand what you are doing and your challenges, then they are able to support you in a better way. Just as an example, my company was named by my daughter, who was 6 years old at that time. And it's just because, when I was discussing different names for my company, she gave me a list of names, very relevant ones. And the reason was that she's always with me, she's always around me, she understands my work, and she's there to give me suggestions. So it's important to involve everybody in your work. Or kya? If you have any other question.
Nahi, I think let's try with Yumna one more time. Yumna, are you there? Yumna, आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही. Yumna, we can't hear you. Okay. Chale, I think that's it from our side. Any parting message, Dr. Sara? And we'll try one more time with Yumna if her internet works. Jeep. Oh, and I think Dr. Sara bhi chali gayi.
Okay.
Chale.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Okay. Wow.
Okay,
Yeah,
finally.
so
Ji.
yeah, for now.
So quickly, your experience, response आप को जो मिला वो तो आप बता ही रही थी, and then
Yeah.
any message for the girls who want to come into this field, फिर we'll wrap up.
Yeah, I would just wrap.
Okay, Yumna, this has stopped again. So I think I've gotten a message from the organizers as well that we need to close this session. So I hope हमारे listeners को जो है कुछ insightful knowledge मिली होगी with this fireside chat with these two amazing ladies, Dr. Sara and Yumna. And thank you so much, Aksa, Mehak and Bemisal, for having me. Thank you.